And we welcome you inside Stouffer Gymnasium here in Thibodaux, Louisiana for some Southland Conference women's basketball. The Southeastern Lady Lions traveled from Hammond, Louisiana, taking on now the Nicholls State University Colonels. Glad you're with us this afternoon. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Stephen Sherman. These two teams coming off two very different performances. As for Southeastern, coming off a road win at Sam Houston State, led by their defensive attack, holding Sam Houston to just one made three-pointer. As far as the Colonels, they played Lamar. They traveled to Lamar Wednesday night and offensively struggling all night. A season-low 40 points. China Allen did score 14, but shot 5 for 19 from the field. Some keys to the game this afternoon. The Lions come in at 3-2, the Colonels 2-7. The head coaches, Coach Doobie Plaisance for the Colonels, Coach Ayla Gazzardo for the Lions. Obviously, we know Coach Plaisance, the experience, the winning pedigree, now in her 13th season at the helm for the Colonels. Coach Gazzardo, hired back in April 2017 in the midst of her 4th season, and the Hammond native has done exactly what she said she'll do. She changed the culture. Last year, Southeastern had more Southland Conference wins than they've had since 2011-2012. As far as rebounding goes, rebounding is neither one of these teams' strong suits. Negative in the rebounding margin for both teams, negative 1.8 for the Lady Lions and negative 8.6 for the Colonels. A thing to keep in mind here, Colonel fans, in all of the 7 losses thus far by Nicholls, they've been out-rebounded by their opponents. And finally, the turnover battle. These two teams turned the ball over at a similar rate, 18.2 for the Lady Lions to 19 for the Colonels. You want to see the Colonels clean it up. They turned the ball over 25 times against Lamar. A bright spot, the Colonels are plus 19 in the turnover margin in the 3 home games they played this year. Let's hope they can keep that rolling. Plus, you want to take care of the ball because Southeastern presses, they try to get turnovers, they push the ball, and they score in transition. We've got the Lady Lions and the Colonels coming up next. We should be in for a good one. You're watching Colonel Basketball on the Nicholls Sports Network.
redshirt sophomore from Prairieville, number 25, Chelsea Kane. The 6'2" grad transfer from Paparat, Slovakia, number 25, Alex Malazova. And a 5'9" junior from Irving, Texas, number 33, Bree Washington.
And we welcome you back here inside Stouffer Gymnasium. As for the starters for the Lions, Sierra Cunningham and Morgan Carrier in the backcourt. Sierra Cunningham actually went to the same junior college as her head coach, Ayla Gazzardo. That's Shelton State. She's a junior transfer. Morgan Carrier, Chrissy Brown, Brianka Ducksworth, and Haley Giratano, one of the most versatile players in the conference. Phenomenal IQ, work ethic, might be the best on the team, says her head coach. And starters for the Colonels go like this, led by head coach Doobie Plaisance, Terrace McKay and China Allen in the backcourt. Allen again coming off the team-high 14 points against Lamar this past Wednesday. Chelsea Kane and Balzova. Chelsea Kane, a leading scorer on this Colonel team, had just 6 points and struggled from the field, just 2 for 9. Hopefully that can change. Rounding out the starting five is Brianna Washington, who missed all of last year with an injury, the junior from Irving, Texas, who was held scoreless Wednesday at Lamar, trying to get rolling here. And we are about underway from Stouffer. Southeastern leads the Colonels in all-time series, 58-27. The last time these two teams met was right here in Stouffer Gym. Colonels came away with a 5-point home win. The Colonels corral the opening tip, and we are underway in Thibodaux. Terrace McKay, the sophomore from Homa, who has improved. And they're going to call McKay on the travel. The Colonels' first turnover. Again, they had 25 Wednesday night at Lamar. Trying to turn that around, take care of the basketball. Here you see Morgan Carrier, one of the best players on this Southeastern team, the leader. Beautiful pass, and into Chrissy Brown for the lay-in. Sierra Cunningham, sweet dish. The Lions on the board first here in Thibodaux. Balazova feeds it in to Washington. She's hounded by Giratano. Nice little move, puts up the shot and puts it in. Breaks the seal here for the Colonels. Little steal. Terrace McKay comes up with the ball. Inbound issues for the Lions. You can hear Coach Doobie Plaisance screaming from the sideline. She's animated and she loves these Colonels. She's proud of the way this team has played thus far this season. Wild shot there from Allen, just threw it off the glass. Here's Giratano. Another double team, that was on Ducksworth. Again, they find Carrier. Carrier, the vocal leader on this Lions team. Cunningham, and she took too many steps. Their first turnover as Balzova forced the travel with her presence. It'll be Colonel ball, 8.5 to go, 2.5 minutes in. Tied up at 2 a pop. Again, last game, the Colonels, a season low, 40 points versus Lamar, trying to turn that around. They haven't been struggling offensively until that game, and they struggled enormously. Now here's Terrace McKay to Brianna Washington. She tries a mid-range J and knocks it through. Brianna Washington had that knee injury in the preseason last year. Devastating blow for this Colonel team. One of the leaders, you can just tell. And here's Giratano. Tried to answer a three, but couldn't. And here's Chelsea Kane. China Allen thought about the three into Kane. She'll take a mid-range J off the rim, and Cunningham corrals it down. Splits the D. Here comes Cunningham in the corner. She finds Brown. Brown's three hits nothing. Here's Terrace McKay into Balzova, the Slovakian. She transferred from Maine this is her first year with the Colonels. Transferred from Maine, And she really has been a great addition for this Colonel team, especially on the defensive end. Out of bounds. Balzova touched it last, and Southeastern will take over. An early substitution here for the Colonels as Balzova takes a seat, and Adrian Mann comes in. Adrian Mann played just 9 games last year due to a foot injury, but one of the leaders on this Colonel team. Coach Plaisance can't say enough about her. Breaking the press. Here's Giratano into Brown. Brown lays it up and in. Good play there. They broke the press, broke through, and ended up having a 2-on-1 advantage. Terrace McKay with the ball up to China Allen, who shot 1 for 9 in the loss to Lamar. Hopefully she can get it going. 1 for 9 from downtown, excuse me. Here's McKay, drives baseline, nice pass. Chelsea Kane lays it up and in. Beautiful give and go. Kane with the lay-in, McKay with the assist. Here comes Cunningham, hounded on D to Carrier. Carrier up top to Ducksworth. Brianka Ducksworth, the senior from Taylorsville, Mississippi. She transferred from Jones Community College. Southeastern moving the ball around. Carrier got, threw it away. Cunningham with the save into Ducksworth. She lays it up and in. Beautiful shot there from Brianka Ducksworth over the outstretched arms of China Allen. We're knotted up at 6 a pop, approaching 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Terrace McKay puts on some moves. Into Man. Washington bobbles the ball. Allen back to Washington. She'll take a foul line, Jay. Barely grazes the rim. Chelsea Kane with the rebound, puts it up and in. Chelsea Kane, a sophomore from Prairieville, who averaged 4.9 points a game last year, up about 10 to 14.8. And she has improved in every facet of the game since her freshman year. She seems more confident with the ball, and her teammates trust her with the ball. Cunningham up to Brown. Brown to Carrier. She'll try a 3 and connect. Morgan Carrier knocks down her first points of the game. Terrace McKay picks up her dribble, finds China Allen, who has been tremendous offensively for this Colonel ball club, averaging 10.6 points a game. Mann's open for a 3, doesn't hit anything, and out of bounds. It'll be Southeastern ball, as we have a substitution for Southeastern. Jalen Hutterson comes in, the sophomore from Slidell, who averages 8 points a game. And with that, we'll go to immediate timeout, the first of the game. The Colonels trail by 1, 4:59 to go here in the first quarter. You're watching the Colonel basketball on the Nicholls Sports Network. As we welcome you back here in Stouffer Gymnasium, 4:59 here to go in the first quarter. The Lions with a 1-point lead. The Colonels, 3 of their last 4 field goals they've hit. The 5 on the floor for the Colonels: McKay, Allen, Washington, Mann, and Kane. Here's Giratano over to Hutterson. Hutterson putting the moves on Allen, picks up her dribble. Finds Ducksworth. Ducksworth dives in, and there's a foul. They're going to call China Allen on the foul, the first foul of the game.
Foul on number 2, Terrace McKay.
Pardon me, they're going to call it on Terrace McKay. Terrace was in the way of the shot. And Brianka Ducksworth will go to the line shooting 2, where she's only 41.7% on the season. Coming in 5 for 12, she's now 5 for 13. And we were talking about the improvement of Chelsea Kane, the sophomore from Prairieville, 6 foot. She truly has improved points, rebounds, steals, field goal percentage, and just she really is blossoming into her own player as a sophomore with more freedom, I think, from Dubuque Plaisance. She goes 1 for 2, Ducksworth does. Colonel's now back on offense. Washington hounded in the post. Tie up, and finally they call it. And that was Hutterson who tied up Washington. Possession arrow favors the Southeastern Lady Lions, where they'll take over up 2. Here she is, Hutterson. Great bench player for Southeastern. Can't hit this shot. Chelsea Kane up ahead to Terrace McKay. McKay slows things down, takes it back out. Over to Allen. Allen will take it in, find Mann in the corner. She'll drive in. Adrian Mann can't get the shot to fall. She gets her own puts it back up and in. Adrian Mann, strong move. Follow your shot. And that's exactly what she did. Colonels tie it up at 10 apiece. Under 4 here in the first quarter. Here's Sierra Cunningham. Averages 10 points a game, 10.8 points a game, that is. McKay with the pressure, she gets the steal, and Terrace McKay easily floats in and lays it in, giving the Colonels their first lead. Timeout, Southeastern, and you're watching Colonel basketball right here on the Nicholls Sports Network. As we welcome back, Southeastern uses their first timeout, 32nd timeout that is. We came into the game talking about how the Colonels need to handle Southeastern's press. But Terrace McKay with 2 steals herself for the Colonels. Maybe it's the other way around. Here's Chrissy Brown. She picks up her dribble, finds Giratano. Very versatile, high IQ player. She drives in. And on cue, she turns it over off her knee. And the Colonels will take over. Just over 3 minutes left here in the first quarter. That being the Southeastern Lady Lions' 3rd turnover of the game. Here's McKay. She drives in, scoops with her left hand, lays it up and in. Terrace McKay, strong start for her after a scoreless effort Wednesday at Lamar. She was 0 for 3 from the field with 3 turnovers in 16 minutes. Good to see her as we see another turnover. It's a travel for Carrier. Colonels will take the ball over again. 2:44 to go here in the first quarter.
Into the game, Southeastern number 23, Brianka Ducksworth.
Brianka Ducksworth checks back in for Southeastern. Colonels lead by 4. Here's McKay into Kane. Washington falls down. Kane will take a long 2, won't go. Tipped around. And Southeastern comes up with it. Carrier with the ball. She thought about going in, but took it back out. Here's Chrissy Brown. She finds a 3-pointer by Deja Harvey. Deja Harvey, the sophomore from Donaldsonville, who averages 7.5 points a game, up from 1.5 last year. Knocks down her first points of the afternoon. McKay into Washington. Washington hounded by Giratano. Stolen away. That's Deja Harvey again with the steal. She has back-to-back solid plays for the Southeastern Lady Lions. And there's Ducksworth knocking in a mid-range J. A little floater. Transition bucket for Brianka Ducksworth. The Lions back up by 1 after a quick 5-0 run. China Allen getting it to the sophomore from Prairieville, Kane. Kane, little pump fake, puts it up. Not good. Rebounded by Giratano, who's hounded by Kane and McKay. Somehow gets it to Ducksworth. And she'll find Harvey, who tries another 3, won't go. But the Southeastern Lady Lions come up with the ball. Giratano thought about the 3, got man in the air. Mid-range J won't go. And finally, the Colonels come down with the basketball. Approaching a minute to go here in the first quarter. Here's Adrian Mann, drive to the basket, tough shot. She was fouled. A lot of contact. She'll go to the line for the first time tonight. Foul will be on Morgan Carrier, her first. And some substitutions here. Southeastern, Casey Bradford comes in, the junior from Jackson, Mississippi. And for the Colonels, number 1, Anna McKendry comes in. I've referred to her as the spark plug off the bench for Coach Plaisance all season long. The 5'7" junior transfer. Leads the team in both assists and steals. As Mann drains the first foul shot, where she shoots 82% on the season. Knocks them both down. Colonels back up by 1, under 1 here in the first. Ducksworth hounded. Womack with a steal. Who's going to grab it? Loose ball. Ducksworth comes back up with it. Goes by 3 Colonels. Carrier will try a 3. Rim out, and Washington comes down with it. Tough break for the Colonels. As they had the steal, they just couldn't come up with it. Now here's Anna McKendry. 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Shot clock down to 13. Mann finds McKendry, who thought about the 3. You can hear Coach Plaisance say shoot it, but she decided not to. Here's Anna McKendry. 5 on the shot clock. She'll try this one and knock it down. Anna McKendry, who leads the team in three-point percentage at 28.6, knocks down her first of the night. Up ahead, 5 on the clock for the Southeastern Lady Lions. Here's Brown. Brown to the basket, rolls around and drops it through. Chrissy Brown at the buzzer gives the Lions a 17-point first quarter as the Colonels lead the Lady Lions 19-17 at the end of 1. I think they're going to review it, but I believe it was off in time.
For more information and to purchase your tickets, call 985-448-4790.
You're watching Colonel Basketball on the Nicholls Sports Network.
Coach Louis Plaisance is thrilled to announce the BIG Colonels Champions Club.
And we welcome you back here to Thibodaux, Louisiana. After 1, the Colonels with a 2-point lead over the Southeastern Lady Lions. And for Southeastern, possibly the player of the quarter, Chrissy Brown. 6 points on 3 for 4 from the field. Hopefully the Colonels can try to put some pressure on her. The Colonels will start with the ball. The 5 on the floor for the Colonels: McKendry, Allen, Washington, Womack, and Mann. Here's Washington, tried to feed Womack, went in another direction. Here's Adrian Mann. Shot clock running down, 13 on the clock. Man gets it in the corner, drives baseline, tries a tough reverse layup, won't go, knocked around, and the Southeastern Lady Lions will take over. Mann and Allen were trying to corral the ball on the baseline. It slipped out of their hands, and it'll be Southeastern ball. The 5 on the floor for Southeastern: Ducksworth, Carrier, Brown, Harvey, Bradford, and Brianna Langford. Langford, the junior from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, transferred from Jones College in Mississippi. She averages 9 points a game this year, a huge piece off the bench for Coach Gazarza. Back in for the game for the Colonels is Terrace McKay. She checks back in after a strong first quarter. A tough shot there, won't go. That was Casey Bradford who took the shot. And here come the Colonels. Ball in the hands of Anna McKendry, who liked to push it. Stolen. Brianna Ducksworth, another steal. Up ahead. Here comes Southeastern. And all the way, beautiful no-look pass. Offensive foul. Adrian Mann was there. That's the kind of plays that Adrian Mann makes. She's hustle, she's grit, she's grind. And the offensive foul will go on Langford, her first. Washington will take a seat for the Colonels, and Chelsea Kane will check back in. Kane in the first quarter had 4 points on 2 for 5 from the field. A minute gone here in the second quarter, Colonels trying to find their offensive life after last Wednesday's performance against Lamar. They do play better at home, boasting a 2-0 conference record. Colonels moving the ball around. McKay finds a Womack. Wide open Womack 3, doesn't hit anything. Taken by Giratano, and here come the Southeastern Lady Lions as they cross half court with Brianna Ducksworth. She'll drive in, tries to find Langford, throws it behind her, out of bounds. It'll be Colonel ball, another Southeastern turnover, their 7th already. Just the attention Brianna Ducksworth attracts. All eyes are on her, so anybody cutting, she's gonna find them. Nearly got the steal there from McKendry. Here's Terrace McKay. Tough pass, out of bounds, out of the outstretched arms of Adrian Mann. Another turnover for the Colonels, only their 5th. And for the Southeastern Lady Lions, Sierra Cunningham back in, as well as Chrissy Brown. Chrissy Brown with the ball. You're not going to go anywhere with Kane on you. Carrier drives baseline as she was fouled by Adrian Mann.
Foul number 11, Adrian Mann.
That'll be Adrian Mann's first personal foul. The Lions will take it from the baseline. It's Cunningham, the inbounder. 20 on the shot clock. An issue down on the court, I believe, with Anna McKendry. I believe she had an earring in. Can't have jewelry playing basketball. And so China Allen checks back in. Cunningham into Giratano. She'll drive in on man, knocked away by McKay. Gets it back, finds Cunningham in the corner. She'll drive back. Brown loses the ball. Back up top, 9 on the shot clock for Southeastern. Cunningham with the ball, beautiful pass inside. Langford comes up with it, but she takes too many steps. Good defense there from the Colonels. And another, the 8th turnover this afternoon for the Southeastern Lady Lions. The Colonels up 2. Feel like it's been this score for a while now. 7.5 remaining in the half. Ball is in the hands of McKay. Colonels scoreless the last 2:41. There you go, Adrian Mann. That's unconventional, but we'll take it. Adrian Mann, she's up to 6 points. on 2 for 5 from the field. Brown couldn't hit, and Chelsea Kane takes it. Nice little crossover. Here's Chelsea Kane to the basket. Right, layup, got it. Chelsea Kane. You don't see that often. A 6-foot center forward, taking it all the way up the court. But Coach Plaisance trusts her. She has the trust in Chelsea Kane. Carrier thought about the 3, will drive in. Kick it back out to Langford. Langford will drive in, up to Giratano. She'll try a 3, no good. Stolen away, Sierra Cunningham. She was pushed in the back by Womack after a terrible pass. And she'll go to the line shooting 2. Foul is on Womack. It'll be her first.
Foul number 21, Jasmine Womack.
Sierra Cunningham, the junior from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Again, the transfer from Shelton State, where her coach, Gazzardo, played.
Number 2, Sierra Cunningham.
Cunningham is 77% from the line thus far this season. They hadn't gotten there much, 7 for 9. Here will be number 10 and 11. And she knocks down the first. The Colonels on a 19-3 run. And the second one rims out, taken away by Jasmine Womack. Here come the Colonels. Approaching 6 minutes to go here in the first half. McKay picks up her dribble, finds Mann. Mann top of the key, surveying the court. Up top, China Allen. She thought about the 3. She'll take the 3 and make the 3. China Allen. Her first 3-pointer of the game after going 1 for 9 from downtown last game. She's 1 for 1 tonight. That's got to be a good side here for the Colonels. Brown picks up her dribble, up top to Cunningham. Cunningham in the corner, Giratano over to Brown. She picked up her dribble, tough shot. She gets her own rebound, out to Carrier. Her 3 is butter. Morgan Carrier, her second 3-pointer. Her second 3-pointer on 3 tries. She's up to 6 points. Here's Terrace McKay, picks up her dribble. Adrian Mann up top to Jasmine Womack. Colonels lead by 5, approaching 5 to go here in the second quarter. Adrian Mann waving traffic. McKay will try a 3, rims out. And Jalen Hutterson comes down with the rebound. Here is Cunningham. Cunningham open, Sierra won't go. However, Hutterson gets her own miss, knocks it back up. 3-point game, the Colonels lead. Under 5 to go here in the half. McKay up top. Colonels made 3 of their last 4 field goals. Into Chelsea Kane, little spin move, and she's hacked. I believe that'll be on Chrissy Brown. It's Kate Manley who tried to enter the game. Fouls on 2, Sierra Cunningham. Either way, Chelsea Kane will go to the line. When we come back, you're watching Nicholls women's basketball on the Colonels Sports Network. Welcome back here to Thibodaux, Louisiana, as Chelsea Kane is at the line where she shoots 63.8 on the season. She's gotten there 58 times. I believe the most out of any Colonel on the team. The Colonels have made 3 of their last 4 field goals on a 5-0 run in the last minute and a half. Make that 6-0 as Kane knocks in the first. The Colonels are 1 for 5 on their last 5 3-point attempts. But if they can keep making them in the interior, it doesn't matter. She knocks them both down. Colonels up by 5, 28-23, 4.5 to go here in the second quarter. Giratano to Brown, top of the key. Giratano drives in, a little spin move, right-handed shot off the glass. Tough shot there from Haley Giratano, but that's what she does, is score. Averaging 12 points a game, one of the most versatile players on this team. Very high IQ player. McKay hounded by Cunningham. In the corner to Mann. She thought about the 3. She'll take the 3 and make the 3. Adrienne Mann knocks down her first 3-pointer of the night. She was 0 for 1 previously. Make it 1 for 2. Colonels back up by 6. Giratano in the lane. She's fouled by Manley. You can't let her get to the paint, because when she gets to her spot, you're either going to foul her or it's going to be a bucket.
Foul number 30, Kate Manley.
Manley picks up her first.
At the line shooting 2 for Southeastern.
And Giratano is a 90% free throw shooter. He's going to shoot 2 at the line. Washington comes back in for the Colonels, as I believe Manley will sit down. She's getting an earful from Doobie Plaisance. Giratano knocks in the first. She's now 11 for 12 from the line on the season. And last Wednesday night against Sam Houston State, she had a team high 17 points on 4 for 8 from the field. Knocks them both down, and in for the Lady Lions comes Brianka Ducksworth, the tenacious guard from Taylorsville, Mississippi. Under 4 to go here in the first half. Colonels up 4. How can they finish the first half? Terrace McKay drives in on Brianka Ducksworth. A lot of contact, and they're going to finally call a foul on the floor. Who are they going to call it on? Foul will be on number 2, Cunningham. That is her second personal foul, as Terrace McKay, the 80% foul shooter, will go to the line shooting 2. She's looking for number 16 and 17 foul shots of this season. Rattles in the first, extending the Colonel lead to 5. The Colonels, 4 of their last 5 field goals have been in. Adrienne Mann has also made 3 of her last 4 field goals. Knocks them both down. Colonels up 6, approaching 3.5 to go here in the first half. Here's Giratano, guarded by Brianna Washington. Carrier thought about the 3, and there's going to be a foul on the entry pass, as China Allen was holding, I believe, Jalen Hutterson. That'll be Allen's first personal foul. And don't look now, but the Colonels have 6 first-half turnovers. 20 on the shot clock, knocked away by China Allen. The pass from Ducksworth was read beautifully. Knocked out of bounds. It'll still be Southeastern possession. Just a second ticked off the clock. Inbound the ball to Carrier, who has Washington on her. Carrier stops on a dime, puts up the shot, and knocks it through. Morgan Carrier, the preseason All-Southland Conference player, knocks it in, and she has 8 points on the evening. Four-point game, 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Nice entry pass, Washington got it, count it, and 1. Beautiful pass in from Chelsea Kane to Brianna Washington. And foul will be on Giratano. Beautiful play. strong move from Washington.
3 Washington.
Under 3 to go here in the second quarter. Washington shooting one, trying to cap off the three-point play. And she does.
3 Washington.
Colonels up 7, 36 to 29. Carrier wide open, another 3. Little too strong. Terrace McKay comes down with it. Colonels have made 5 of their last 6 field goals, trying to make it 6 of their last 7. Allen, a deep 3, hits nothing. Taken away by Hutterson. Here comes Southeastern. They try to push the pace. Knocked away. Ball in the hands of Giratano. Back to Hutterson in the corner. She'll drive in, put a shot up, and bank it in. Over 2 Colonel defenders. Count it, and 1. Beautiful move there from Jalen Hutterson, the sophomore out of Slidell. And they're going to get man on the foul as she wasn't in position, apparently. And Hutterson is going to try a 3-point play of her own. Allen's going to check out, and Anna McKendry comes back in. Trying to cap it off with a free throw. Hutterson does. 3-point play, traditional way for Jalen Hutterson. Adrian Mann comes out, and Jasmine Womack checks back in for perhaps the last 2:19 of the half. Anna McKendry, 1 for 1 from downtown, the only points she has. Terrace McKay finds Womack, left corner, her 3, rims out. And there's going to be a foul on the floor, as I believe that was Giratano holding Brianna Washington. Let's see. Yes, it'll be Giratano. She held Washington. And with that, Washington will go to the line. Casey Bradford checks back in for the Lady Lions. Coach Doobie Plaisance and the referee having some words as she talks to her 2 guards, McKendry and McKay. Washington at the line, drains the first. Washington came into tonight shooting 50% from the free throw line, 5 for 10. And she knocks 2 of them down right there. Under 2 to go here in the first half. The Colonels with the lead over the Lions. Morgan Carrier drives baseline. Up top to a cutting Brown, whose layup is good. Excuse me, that's Deja Harvey. Harvey knocks it in. Great pass there from Morgan Carrier. 38-34, a minute and a half to go. McKendry picks her dribble up top to Womack. Womack into Kane, sophomore from Prairieville. Can't get the shot to go. And Washington was already out of bounds when she tried to save it. A substitution here for Southeastern. Sierra Cunningham in for the game. Cunningham just an absolute baller. Leads the team in points per game and second on the team in assists. Here she is with the ball, top of the key. A minute and 20 to go in the first half. Carrier thought about feeding Bradford. Up top to Cunningham instead. Finds a cutting Harvey. Harvey to the baseline. Shot won't go. Kane comes up with it. She's 6 foot all the way down, out of the outstretched reach of Brianna Washington. She grimaces as she realizes that could have been a fast break opportunity for the Colonels, but it'll be a turnover. The 7th of the half for the Colonels. Under a minute to go. Ball is in the hands of Cunningham. Sweet little behind the back move. Finds Carrier. Carrier thought about the 3. She'll drive in easily. Misses the point blank layup. I know she's upset with herself over that. That's usually money in the bank for Morgan Carrier. Carrier with the steal. Read the passing lane beautifully. Shot goes over Chelsea Kane. Morgan Carrier, that's what she does. She gets her nose in the game, and she's making a play here. Steal and score. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break. 17 seconds to go in the half. Shot clock turned off. The Colonels trying for the last shot of the half. McKay with 10. Knocked away, and it'll be saved. Nope, out of bounds. As Hutterson tried to save it to her teammate. It'll be Colonel ball, 7.6 seconds remaining in the second quarter as China Allen comes back in. Colonels lead by 2. Scoreless in the last minute 55, the Colonels are trying to change that here. 7 seconds to go. Ball is in the hands of Allen. She's guarded by Cunningham. Allen puts up a shot, long 2, won't go. And that is it. The Colonels have a 2-point halftime lead over the Southeastern Lady Lions. You're watching Nicholls women's basketball on the Colonels Sports Network.
Hey fans, join us back at Stover Gym on Wednesday, January 13th as the women's basketball team is in conference action against Northwestern State. Tip-off is at 6 p.m. For more information and to purchase your tickets, call 985-448-4790 or log on to nicholstickets.universitytickets.com. Colonel fans, the Go Big Red ticket package is now available. With this package, you'll get a ticket to every home basketball, baseball, and football game in the spring of 2021. For more information and to purchase your tickets, call 985-448-4790 or email hunter.poland
And we welcome you back here to Stouffer Gymnasium in Thibodaux, Louisiana. The Nicholls State Colonels leading the Southeastern Lady Lions 38-36 at the half. Bright spots here for the Colonels, 9 for 9 from the foul line in the first half, well above their season average of 67%. Each team committed 8 turnovers. The Colonels were held scoreless the last 2 minutes of the half, and the Colonels shot 1 for 5. They shot 1 for their last 5 from the field. They shot 1 for their last 6 from downtown. Adrian Mann and Brianna Washington each put up 9 first-half points. And Terrace McKay, after going scoreless the game before Wednesday night at Lamar, put up a nice first half, 6 points, 3 assists on 2 for 3 from the field. And we are about set for the second half of action here in Thibodaux. On the floor for the Colonels, Washington, Balzova, Allen, Kane, and McKay. And as for the Southeastern Lady Lions, Cunningham, Carrier, Brown, Ducksworth, and Giratano. Southeastern will take possession to start the half. And we are underway in quarter number 3 in Thibodaux, Louisiana. Giratano hounded by Washington, hands off to Cunningham. She takes a mid-range J, a little too strong. Balzova comes up with it, tries to save it, but it goes out of bounds. It'll stay down here with the Southeastern Lady Lions, a break. As Balzova takes a seat, and Adrian Mann comes in for her first action in the second half. 17 seconds into this third period. Resetting the shot clock back to 20. And here we go. Ducksworth, the inbounder, underneath the basket. Ducksworth up top to Carrier. Nearly out of bounds on the sideline. Carrier all the way to the basket. Missed the point-blank layup. She throws her hands up in disgust. She doesn't like it, but we do over here. The Colonels come up with it. Terrace McKay over to Adrian Mann. Screen from Chelsea Kane. Kane running the three-point line. Main into Washington. Washington drives in on Carrier, puts up a shot, knocks it through. She's up to 11 points. Brianna Washington, 4 for 5 from the field, 11 points and 2 rebounds in 17 minutes of action here for the Colonels. Colonels back up by 4, 40-36. A minute gone here in the third quarter. Giratano stolen by Kane, and here she comes. Look at her roll. Chelsea Kane bounce pass to Allen, lays it up, can't hit it. And the Southeastern Lady Lions come up with it. Here's Cunningham, hounded by 2 Colonels. Tries to get it away, picks up her dribble. Moving the ball around, Giratano's 3. Rims out, tough break for the Southeastern Lady Lions. And here comes China Allen and this Colonel offense, who have scored as much right now as they did the entire game against Lamar last Wednesday. Mann finds Allen, her 3. Won't go. Tried to follow her shot, but the Lady Lions come up with it. Sierra Cunningham surveys the court. Here's Brianna Ducksworth, the quick little guard, and she gets easily to the layup, but can't make it. Terrace McKay comes down with it. That surprised everybody in the building. She doesn't miss those. Here's Chelsea Kane to the basket. Tough shot, a lot of contact. She's going to the line. She was hacked on the play. Let's see who they're called a foul on. It'll be on 13, Chrissy Brown. And Jalen Hutterson comes back in, as Chelsea Kane will go to the foul line, where she's 2 for 2 already this afternoon. The first is up and rattled through. She came into today with a 63.8 free throw percentage. She was 37 for 58. Now she's 40 for 61, trying to make it 41 for 62. And she does just that. 2 minutes gone here in the third quarter. Colonels up 6, 42-36. Here's Cunningham, easily cuts to the basket, lays it up and in. Sierra Cunningham, she's up to 3 points. Hadn't made a basket before that. Colonels 1 for the last 7 from the field. The offensive struggles continue as there's a foul. The foul is on Cunningham. That'll be her second personal. So Terrace McKay will take a seat. Anna McKendry comes back in for the Colonels. McKendry with 3 points on 1 for 1 from the field. It was a three-pointer. Mann inbounding the ball underneath the basket. Finds Washington. Washington finds McKendry. And she surveys the court. She's a true point guard. Here's Chelsea Kane. Little step back. Won't shoot it. McKendry to the basket. Lost her handle. Has to throw it back out. Chelsea. Let's see. China Allen comes up with it. Adrian Mann with the ball. 2 on the shot clock. Washington tries a corner 3. Hits nothing. It'll be a shot clock violation. Another turnover for the Colonels. Their 9th of the game. That was swarming defense there from the Southeastern Lady Lions. As we know, that's what they do. They force turnovers, get out and run and gun type team. Approaching 3 minutes gone here in the third quarter. Ducksworth with the ball. Hands off to Deja Harvey. Harvey to Hooterson. Oh, Hooterson tried to find a cutting Ducksworth. Slipped right through her hands. It'll be a turnover, their 10th of the game. Colonels will take over. Under 7 to go in the third period. Here's Anna McKendry. 25 on the shot clock. Inbounds to Brianna Washington. Trying to find McKendry. Gets it back up top. Mann, she'll hoist up a 3 and splash! Adrian Mann up to 12 points. That's her second three-pointer of the afternoon. Adrian Mann coming alive here in the third quarter. Here's Giratano, puts on a series of moves. A lot of contact, no call. Up top to Carrier. Carrier thought about the 3. She'll take the 3. And lucky break for the Colonels. It rims out. Here's Adrian Mann into Brianna Washington again. Nice post move, shot up, won't go. Loose ball. Chelsea Kane almost corralled it, but Southeastern with possession. Here they come. Brianka Ducksworth directing traffic here for the Lion offense. Hutterson slips on the ground. Colonels dive on her. It'll be a jump ball, and the Colonels have possession. Great activity there from Kane and Mann. Excuse me, Allen and Mann. As referees and players will clean up the wet spot right near the free throw line, right where Anna McKendry is standing. The Colonels have made one for their last 5 from the field, 1 for the last 4. We are under 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. The Colonels with a 7-point lead, 45-38. McKendry into Washington. Washington looking, finds China Allen. Allen directing traffic. Up top, Adrian Mann. Man to Kane. Oh, threw it behind Brianna Washington. Another Colonel turnover, their 9th of the ball game. Here comes Southeastern. And easily to the basket is Deja Harvey. She was hacked, and she'll go to the line. Harvey, 72% free throw shooter on the season. And McKendry whacked her on the arm. And with that, Brianna Washington will take a seat, and Kate Manley will come in.
And at the line, shooting 2 for Southeastern, number 15, Deja Harvey.
Deja Harvey, the sophomore from Donaldsonville, who averaged just 1.6 points per game last year. This year, averaging 7. Just another player on the Southeastern roster who continues to improve under Coach Ayla Gazzardo. First one was knocked through, and the second one is pure. 5-point game. Approaching 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Here's Anna McKendry trying to feed it into Manley. Didn't have the angle. Chelsea Kane will take a deep 2 and splash it down. Chelsea Kane coming alive here. She's up to 12 points on 4 for 7 from the field. Not to mention 4 for 4 from the foul line. Morgan Carrier thought about the mid-range jam. Will get it in, and the shot won't go. That was Casey Bradford, not even close. I'm not even sure that hit the rim. Here comes Chelsea Kane slowing things down for this Colonel offense. Adrienne Mann picks up her dribble. They didn't call a carry. Here's Chelsea Kane running baseline. Lost out of bounds. It hit Jalen Hutterson's arm. It'll stay down here with the Colonels. And with that, brings us immediate timeout. 4:35 to go here in the third quarter. The Colonels, 7-point lead. You're watching Nicholls women's basketball right here on the Colonels Sports Network.
The official sports medicine provider of Nicholls Athletics. Ground patio Open. Morgan Stanley. For over 80 years, Morgan Stanley has served as a global leader in wealth management. Local advisors Tim Emerson and Marguerite Knight are proud supporters of Nicholls Athletics. Hooters makes you happy. Rendezvous, dining, catering, and events. The Louisiana Lottery, big reason to smile. Adidas, the official outfitter of Nicholls Athletics. Adidas is all in. One Shining Moment Foundation. And Louisiana's Cajun Bayou, where Cajun lifestyle is unlike any other. Visit our website at lacajunbayou.com to learn more. The Colonels value their corporate partners and thank them for their support.
Welcome back to Stouffer Gymnasium here in the third quarter. Colonels 7-point lead. Their ball under the backboard. Mann inbounds to Manley. Puts it up, and she was hacked, I believe, by Hutterson. Yep, Jalen Hutterson will pick up the foul. That is her first personal foul. At the line shooting 2 is Kate Manley, where she's 50% coming into today, 7 for 14. And make that 8 for 15. Knocks them both down. Kate Manley, the 50% foul shot shooter. You couldn't tell. Knocks them both down. Colonels back up by 9. Here's Ducksworth, hounded by McKendry in the front court. Ducksworth gives it up, gets it back, drives in. Shot won't go. Tipped around. Mann comes up with it, and I believe she was whacked in the face. She grabs her face. They'll call her for a travel, but I think a stray elbow or a stray fist came around and whacked her in the face. Kate Manley will take a seat. Good minutes for Kate. And Brianna Washington comes back in, as well as Haley Giratano for the Southeastern Lady Lions, their leading scorer. She has 4 points this afternoon, a 1 for 5 from the field. turnover there by Brianna Langford. I believe she tried to get too fancy. McKendry picks up her dribble and Langford comes up with it. She drives in, gets the layup, gets it to go. Brianna Langford gets her first bucket of the game. Points off the turnovers. That's what these Lions do. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break. Washington underneath the basket. Pass tipped. Mann comes up with it. Approaching 10 on the shot clock. Washington, her shot hits nothing. McKendry with the rebound, fires it. Shot clock shouldn't have reset. It never touched the rim. Here's Chelsea Kane. She drives in. Back to Washington. 10 on the clock. McKendry can't handle the pass. It was thrown behind her. She hits the deck, and here comes Southeastern. Ducksworth drives in, kicks it out. Carrier in the corner. She'll drive in, and it's knocked out. Stay down there with Southeastern. 20 on the shot clock, 3:09 on the game clock. Both number 2s check in. Number 2, Sierra Cunningham for Southeastern, and number 2, Terrace McKay for the Colonels.
Adrian, watch him coming over. Adrian, clean it up over here. Adrian! Adrian!
The Colonels are 1 for 4 for their last 4 3-pointers. Deja Harvey shot missed, and here come the Colonels. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. (49-42). The Colonels maintain their lead into Washington. Washington picks up her dribble, has Langford all over her, finds a cutting Allen, threw it behind her. Allen comes up with it, 6 on the shot clock. She's got to move. Finds a cutting Mann. She puts a shot up and rolls around, drops through for Adrian Mann. She's got 14 points, 5 for 8 from the field, and the Colonels back up by 9. Here's Morgan Carrier, hounded by Terrace McKay, nearly poked away in the corner. Back up to Langford. Langford tries her 3, barely hits the rim, right to a Southeastern player. Knocked out of bounds off of Washington. Heads up play there from Brianna Langford. It'll stay down there with the Lady Lions. Colonels call a timeout. Up 9, 2:12 to go here in the third period. You're watching Nicholls women's basketball on the Colonels Sports Network. Back here in Thibodaux, Southeastern will retain possession with 16 on the shot clock, 2:12 to go here in the third quarter. Deja Harvey, sophomore from Donaldsonville, the inbounder. Finds Sierra Cunningham. And Carrier, nice little nifty move in the lane. Gets the shot to drop. That's what Morgan Carrier does. And one of the most improved players in the conference this year. Under 2 to go in the third. Chelsea Kane finds Adrian Mann, who's got a team-high 14 points on 5 for 8 from the field and 2 for 3 from downtown. Here's Washington. She'll drive in. Finds Mann, her 3, a little too strong. And Morgan Carrier comes up with it. She finds a seam, goes to the basket, lays it up, and drops it through. Morgan Carrier coming alive here late in the third quarter. She's up to 14 points on 6 of 12 from the field. Terrace McKay, she'll drive in. Ball knocked away. Loose ball corralled by Southeastern. And here comes Harvey. Harvey knocked into Mann. Offensive foul. She drew it.
Offensive foul.
That's what Adrian Mann does. Adrian Mann not afraid of anybody. As a charging, Harvey was coming right at her. She wasn't afraid and she wasn't backing down. China Allen will take a seat here for the Colonels with a minute to go in the third period. Anna McKendry takes her spot. Colonels up 5, trying to maintain the lead going into the fourth. 51-46. McKendry finds Mann. Mann shot blocked. Rebounded by Kane. She puts it up and in. Chelsea Kane coming alive here. She's got 14 points on 5 for 9 from the field. Ducksworth, ball knocked out. Finds a cutting Giratano. Mann comes up with it. Jump ball as Giratano and Hutterson were right on the floor scrapping for it. And it'll stay down here with Southeastern. The Colonels won for their last 5 from downtown.
Adrian.
And Chelsea Kane down there on the other end, up to 14 points. She's made 3 of her last 4 from the field. Sophomore from Prairieville is up to 14. Ducksworth inbound to Giratano. She'll back in on Washington, puts up a tough shot. A lot of contact, no call. She's frustrated. Here comes Chelsea Kane. Watch out behind you, Chelsea. Throws the ball up top, and Terrace McKay. 25 on the game clock, 20 on the shot clock. Colonels trying to close the third quarter out strong. Loose ball, knocked around. Southeastern with the steal. Here comes Carrier. Carrier knocked away, stolen. Jump ball again. As Hutterson and Kane collide for the ball. It'll be Nicholls' ball, 10.7 on the clock. Chance of a last shot here in the third quarter. A lot of back and forth action. As we have a substitution for the Southeastern Lady Lions. Chrissy Brown comes back in. She's got 6 points on 3 for 6 from the field. McKendry walking the dog, so the clock doesn't start yet. Here she goes. 9 on the clock. McKendry directing traffic. Screen from McCann. Kane drives in. Shot is good. Chelsea Kane banks it in with 2 seconds to go, and that'll do it. As the buzzer expires, the full court shot is no good. The Colonels with a 9-point lead after 3, 55-46. Chelsea Kane's made 4 of her last 5. And don't look now, but she's got 16 points. Fourth quarter action coming up next. You're watching Nicholls women's basketball on the Colonels Sports Network. Welcome back to Stouffer Gym as we start the fourth quarter here with a 9-point Colonel lead. The 5 on the floor for Nicholls: Kane, McKendry, McKay, Washington, and Mann. Chrissy Brown hands off to Hutterson. Hutterson pounded by McKay. She'll drive in, and McKay, a little too much contact. Is they're going to get her on the foul? McKay picks up her second personal foul.
Foul number 2.
Stay in stance. That was a good call. Stay in stance.
Here's Ducksworth. Screen from Giratano. Ducksworth drives left. Right past Washington. Lays the basket up and in. Sweet move there from Brianka Ducksworth, senior from Taylorsville, Mississippi, averaging 9 points a game. She's up to 7 on 3 for 5 from the field. Here's Mann. Up top, Kane, back to Mann. Mann drives baseline, over to Washington. Washington finds a cutting. Kane lays it up and in. Chelsea Kane. Beautiful pass there from Washington, and Kane the beneficiary. She's up to 16 points on 6 for 10 from the field. And the basket's good, it'll count and 1. The foul is on Terrace McKay, her third personal. As Brianka Ducksworth will go to the line, looking for the 3-point play the traditional way.
And at the line, shooting ball, number 23, Brianka Ducksworth.
She's a 41% foul shot shooter coming into tonight. But she makes that one there. 3-point play the traditional way for Brianka Ducksworth, as we have a 6-point lead here for the Colonels. A minute gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's McKendry up top to China Allen. Washington by herself finds Mann. Her 3-pointer, no good. China Allen, the offensive rebound, back up top to McKendry. Reset, shot clock goes back to 20. McKendry up top to China Allen, who's guarded by Brianka Ducksworth. 10 on the shot clock. Allen drives right, pull up Jay, won't go. Rebounded by Hutterson, and here comes Southeastern, down 6. Hutterson driving in, beautiful right hand scoop to the basket. And folks, we've got a 4-point game, 57-53. Approaching 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Allen into Mann. McKendry's 3, no good, rebounded by Ducksworth. And they've got numbers. Brianka Ducksworth, beautiful pass into Deja Harvey, where she's fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line looking for 2. They're going to get Adrian Mann on the foul. That's her third personal.
And the line shooting 2 for Southeastern, number 15, Deja Harvey.
And Deja Harvey, the 5'9" sophomore guard, will shoot 2 here. The first is up and no good. 72% foul shot shooter coming into tonight. Last Wednesday versus Sam Houston, she shot 5 for 6 from the field. From the free throw line, excuse me. Knocks down the second. In a 3-point game here in Thibodaux, under 8 to go. McKendry to Mann. Mann surveys the court. Up top to Chelsea Kane. Colonels moving the ball around. Trying to find Brianna Washington. She does. Anna McKendry now with the ball. 8 on the shot clock into Kane. Kane puts up, finds China Allen. Her straightaway J is good. China Allen. She's up to 5 points on 2 for 8 from the field, after 14 points last outing against Lamar. Hutterson runs over McKendry, no call, gets the ball back, and I believe that's a makeup call. Traveling violation on Hutterson. Jalen, that is, the sophomore from Slidell, turns it over. The 15th turnover here for the Southeastern Lady Lions. The Colonels will take back over. 7:15 to go in the game, up 5. Chelsea Kane has made 5 of her last 6 field goals. I'd feed the sophomore out of Prairieville. Tough screen from Washington. Kane gets it, drives in, a righty layup, rolls around and gets it to drop. Chelsea Kane, 6 of her last 7, and she's up to 18 points. Almost stolen there from China Allen. Here's Sierra Cunningham, she's back in the game. Cunningham up top, Ducksworth puts up a foul line J, a little too strong, and the Colonels come down with it as Chelsea Kane loses her headband. She'll replace it as the Colonels trying to slow things down here. Up 7. Here's Adrian Mann, finds Washington. Back to Mann, her 3. You bet! Adrian Mann. She's up to 17 points, 3 for 6 from downtown. Colonels up by 10. They're going to call Morgan Carrier the offensive foul. Anna McKendry had the position. Carrier lowered the shoulder. She doesn't like the call. It'll be a timeout, Southeastern. Colonels back up by 10, 6:10 remaining in the half. You're watching Nicholls women's basketball right here on the Colonels Sports Network. Welcome back. 6:10 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Colonel ball. Mann, McKendry, Allen, Washington, and Kane. The 5 in for the Colonels. The Colonels slicing through this full court press like butter. China Allen finds Adrian Mann over to McKendry. .15 on the shot clock for McKendry and the Colonels. Into Washington. Washington thought about the pass to Kane. Takes it back in. And Washington was fouled by Cunningham as she began to drove. That'll be Cunningham's 3rd personal. And the Colonels will take it with 20 on the shot clock, 5:47 on the game clock. McKendry finds the basket. Adrian Mann finds a cutting McKendry, and that's as easy as it gets. Caught the defense napping. Colonels back up by 12. Here's Carrier to the basket. Layup won't go. Good D there. As she flashed the ball, McKendry nearly stole it. Up ahead from Chelsea Kane. Trying to slow things down for the Colonels. McKendry was hacked by Carrier as she drove to the basket. That'll be Carrier's 3rd personal. As a substitution for Southeastern, Deja Harvey comes back in, replaces Brianka Ducksworth. And if you're the Colonels, you want Anna McKendry in at this time. She handles the ball well, she rarely turns it over, and she just makes smart decisions with the basketball. 20 on the shot clock for the Colonels. Mann the inbounder. Allen's the recipient. Screen from Washington into Washington. She bullies her way in and she's hacked again. Good activity on the inside from Brianna Washington. She earns a trip back to the line. And And Carrier picks up her 3rd personal right there. Back-to-back fouls from Carrier. Not good. Excuse me, not going to the line. It'll be Colonel Ball inbounding from the baseline. Back in for Southeastern, Jalen Hutterson. Here's Adrian Mann, finds China Allen. Allen finds a cutting Washington. Washington finds Kane. Kane rattles around and drops it through. Chelsea Kane's up to 20 points. Here's Jalen Hutterson. Over to Deja. Deja knocks it in. Deja Harvey, that is. The 31% three-point shooter rattles in her 1st of the afternoon. McKendry thought about the 3. Time is on your side if you're the Colonels. You don't want to put up a quick shot. Washington back to McKendry. McKendry under 10 on the shot clock. Nearly stolen, and the foul will be called, I believe, on Hutterson. Yes, it will be. She nearly had a lane to poke it out and steal it, but Adrian Mann was there. She was fouled, and she'll go to the line. Adrian Mann is 2 for 2 from the line this afternoon, trying to make it 4 for 4. The announcer jinx. Mann misses them both. She's 2 for 4 this afternoon. Here comes Cunningham. The Lions trying to push the pace. They need points, and they need them quickly. Stolen away, Anna McKendry. Beautiful play. She tipped it to herself. Now approaching 4 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. China Allen into Washington. Washington backing down. Finds Allen. Her 3, little short. And Giratano grabbed it, but was immediately fouled by Anna McKendry, who can't believe it.
Foul number 1, Anna McKendry.
Back in for Southeastern, Chrissy Brown and Brianka Ducksworth. Both of their starters, as Sierra Cunningham, who's had an off night, only 3 points, 1 for 2 from the field, takes a seat on the Lion bench. Under 4 to go. Brianka Ducksworth drives in, out to Brown. Brown up top. Here's Ducksworth. Ducksworth knocked away by McKendry. She falls on the ground, stolen away by Mann, who can't grab it. Back up top is Harvey. She tries a 3, nearly banks it in. And the Southeastern Lady Lions rebound. As Giratano's shot is no good, they rebound again. Harvey's 3 won't go, knocked around. It'll finally go on the other side of the court as the Colonels couldn't grab an offensive rebound. 3:20 to go here in the 4th quarter. Adrian Mann crosses the half-court line, nearly turns it over. Dangerous dribbling there. Here's Anna McKendry. Finds China Allen. Allen drives baseline, puts up a tough shot, rattles it through. China Allen gets that shot to drop. She's up to 7 points on 3 for 10 from the field. Here's a 3-pointer knocked through. That's Jalen Hutterson. Back to a 10-point game. And the Lions will not go away. Cross-court pass to Mann. Mann drives baseline, lays it up and in. Sweet move there. Adrian Mann, she's up to 19 points on 7 for 13 from the field. Here's Ducksworth. Screen from Giratano. Back out. Another 3-pointer won't go. That was Hutterson again. Couldn't get that one to drop. And approaching 2 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Colonels up 12, having their sights on a W. China Allen into Washington. Washington finds McKendry. McKendry thought about the three. She'll drive in. Shot blocked. Recovered by Kane. Puts it up. Drops it through. Chelsea Kane, 24 points. 10 for 14 from the field. Give her the game ball. Ducksworth down low. Finds Huderson. Bobbled it back to Ducksworth. Mid-range J. Nothing but nylon for Jalen Huderson. Colonels break the press. A minute and a half to go here. 12-point lead. Mann with the ball. Hounded by Chrissy Brown at the top of the key. Mann over to China Allen. Allen into Kane. Kane bobbles it through her hands. Stolen away by Huderson. And here comes Ducksworth and the Southeastern offense. Ducksworth, nice crossover. Throws it out of bounds. Was trying to find the corner, Chrissy Brown, but threw it behind her. It'll be Colonel ball, the 18th turnover here for Southeastern. About a minute to go here in the fourth quarter. The Colonels looking for that home victory. Mann inbounds the ball and gets it right back. Trying to close this game out. McKendry, 20 on the shot clock. McKendry, so quick. Over in the corner, she finds Mann. Mann into Kane, player of the game. Washington back to McKendry. Colonels moving the ball around. McKendry is gonna have to shoot it, and she does, and it's blocked out of bounds. I believe it was Huderson who got a piece of it. And they say 1 on the shot clock. So it'll be Colonel ball, but they'll have to put it up quickly. 30.2 on the game clock. 1 second on the shot clock. McKendry, the inbounder, as Coach Doobie Plaisance will take the timeout. The Colonels up 12. 30 seconds to go. Colonel ball when we come back on the Colonel Sports Network. .30 seconds remaining in the ball game. 1 second on the shot clock here for the Colonels, as McKendry's shot was blocked out of bounds by Huderson. Got to get a quick look here for Nicholls. Mann inbounds to Kane. She put it up, didn't even touch the ground, and doesn't hit anything. Chelsea Kane, she's got 24 points, 10 for 14 from the field, 4 of 4 from the line, and 12 rebounds. Double-double here this afternoon for Chelsea Kane. Here's Ducksworth, drives in. She's hacked by China Allen. That'll be China's second personal foul, and Brianka Ducksworth back to the line where she shoots 41%. Colonels trying to close this game out. Ducksworth knocks in the first, cuts the lead to 11. 24.2 on the clock. They need a miracle. Both teams with 0 fouls to give. Misses the second. And the Colonels and Coach Doobie Plaisance call a timeout. They want to finish this game smartly. 22 on the clock. You're watching Nicholls women's basketball right here on the Colonels Sports Network. 22.6 on the clock. Mann, the inbounder. She finds Washington. Back to Mann. The Colonels just going to dribble this basketball out. Down to 15. Mann just dribbling. Ball in the hands of Kane. Arguably the player of the game. She'll drive in, and she's fouled with 6 seconds left in an 11-point game. They're going to call the foul on Deja Harvey. Harvey picks up her second personal, and Chelsea Kane will go to the line, shooting 2, where she's 4 for 4 from the line this afternoon. Kane knocks through the first, 5 for 5 on the evening. (75-63), the Colonels lead, 6 seconds left. And Kane knocks them both through. She's up to 26 points, 12 rebounds. And here is Ducksworth. Huterson, final shot of the game, won't go. And that is it. The Colonels take down the Southeastern Lady Lions 76-63. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for being with me on my first solo broadcast. From all of us here at Nicholls Athletics, Jamie Bustos, Jay Sullivan, Jack Benjamin, I'm Stephen Sherman. Thank you for watching. Have a good afternoon.
Fans, join us